Hello, welcome back to another 5-inch channel. I'm J Books Corner, and today we are talking about book writing. These are videos that are somewhat like a quarterly wrap-up, and the first thing we're going to talk about, so the way this video is going to be structured, is we have a new release coming out, which is really exciting, so we're going to talk about that first, and then we're going to talk about all the writing. We're going to do we'll have a stats write-up for the rest of 3 months, and we'll jump into project by project, the plans, if anything's got moved to 2027, what those projects are, and what you can expect for 2026 from me, or at least the plan currently as of March 30th, 2026. First things first, we do have a book coming out, and that is Gunshot Residue, the complete edition. This is all 3 books in my Gunshot Residue series in one. So that is Gunshot Residue, P49, and Mr. St. James in a single big book just for you with some bonus content at the end. All 3 of these have also got updated files in them. So if you're reading it on your Kindle and you want to read the novellas instead of them all together, you're still reading the same exact book, same exact experience, whole 9 yards. I'm going to read you the synopsis for the new one, and we'll go from there. Alright, the blurb reads, how far are the bounds of love? Alex St. James lived a perfectly normal life. That was until he learned of his husband's secret. DeMarcus St. James had always lived 2 different lives, and now both are coming crashing into one another. As more secrets come to light and the choices neither can take back, will Alex and DeMarcus be able to survive the fallout? How many times can one person be wrong before they can't forgive, let alone forget? Gunshot Residue is a bind-up of 3 novellas, Gunshot Residue, P49, and Mr. St. James. It's a romantic suspense trilogy. Contains content best suited to readers. I will be putting out a trigger warning page as well on my website because we are dealing with torture and a few other things that are going on here that I feel like a lot of people could feel very uncomfortable by in the senses of the stories and themselves. I will also be honest with you, if you are reading the novellas and you just started Gunshot Residue, I would just skip to the next section. There is a slight spoiler for this first book because now this book is 30% into the newest one. I can talk a little bit more openly about what that secret is alluding to in the blurb, and that is the fact that DeMarcus, this is it. So if you want to skip forward, skip forward. That is the fact that DeMarcus is a spy and that these are spy books. I've not been able to mention that. Essentially the comp title is if you've ever wanted to read Mr. and Mrs. Smith but make it gay, I have a book for you. Isn't that so cool? I'm so excited. Some of the fun little things that we're going through, like if there's tropes and stuff that you enjoy, let me go through some of the earlier tropes. So we have lovers to enemy, or what's it? It's an lovers to enemies to lovers story. So that's something you're interested in. There's secret identities, there's amnesia. They are married in the very beginning. It is a found family story as well. There's also like examined wound sections where they're like going across each other's bodies and talking about different scars and what they mean to one another. It's like one of those things that I just love, so I do like to point it out. It's a tortured story, a soul story as well. And of course there is a little bit of hidden identities because we're dealing with spies. Alright, that being said, that is Gunshot Residue. I'm so excited. Alright, let's jump into the quarterly wrap-up for the 3 months and how much writing I've done. So in the month of January, I wrote 8,353 words over the entire month. This was between the Muse and a secret project I cannot tell you about just yet. We'll be able to talk about relatively soon. But yeah, my biggest reading day was working on a secret project, which was the middle of the month, January 15th, which was a 2,000 word written day. Ironically, in February, also my highest writing day was on February 14th, which was a 2,233 word written day. These are all words going into the Muse, which is a project I'll tell you about here in a minute. Don't worry, we will talk about it. And then in March, I was working on that secret project again, but I only got 854 words. It was not my top priority. My top priority is getting this book out to you. So overall, for the 3 months, I've written 15,994 words, which could probably be, I don't know if we're going to hit the 300,000 words this year because of all the plans I have for writing. With that being said, the next section we're going to jump into is project by project, and we're going to go through them on when I think they're going to come out. That way you have an idea as well. I'm giving no official release dates for anything except for the newest book that does have a release date. That is because anything can change. Anything can move. You never know when something's going to give you a hurdle if you can't get something done in time, if someone doesn't get back to you in time. There's 1,000 reasons why a book can't come out, and I'm more than fine with something moving. 2 things that have moved to 2027 already, I just want to get them out of the way. Project CFR was originally slated to come out towards the fall of this year, and with everything else going on in my life, but also not just my life, but also like in the story of the world, or all the other stories that I need to write and stuff, I just don't have enough time to focus my attention on 2 really big beefy novels this year. So cozy fantasy romance has moved to 2027. There's a few fun things happening in 2027 because of that book, and so I think it's a better release year for it. So I also have not made any progress from the last time we talked about it. I think I've written down a few extra like notes here or there, but nothing of grandeur, nothing of like specifics. My full-length novel that coming out this year will be The Muse. I do have a slated time that I'm really looking forward to that, but I'm very excited. So that's the next next thing you'll see from me. The other thing is I have a secret project that was supposed to be coming out in December that has now moved to 2027 as well. That's all I can say about it though, as I haven't really talked about it on the channel. All right, going through project by project, let's talk the Muse. The Muse is my next big thing. It's the next thing I'm going to be focused on for the next several months, so you'll be hearing a lot about it. There will be a video talking about my entire journey with the Muse eventually as well, but in the month of April, I am planning on writing 50,000 words. Currently for the Muse, I'll tell you right now, we are sitting at 41,134 words written, and my idea is that it's 110,000 words, and I'm kind of hoping it could be a little more, could be a little less. I'm cool with either, which means I have about 68,000 words left. And so my goal is in the month of April to write 50,000 words, and then to finish it up in May with however many words that are left with the amount of chapters and stuff. We are currently, I don't remember what chapter we're on, I'm gonna be honest. Chapter 18 is what we're on, but I'm not entirely sure how many are left because the sections are kind of hard to number. Originally it was like 40 something, but I don't know, it could be more than that, it could be less than that because of how the books is separated. So I'm just going based on what I know. Muse follows two people. It's a contemporary romance set in a small town where two people meet and they both discover they have something to gain from one another and start a fake dating relationship. It is an MM romance. I do expect it to be somewhat spicy, not very spicy, but like somewhat spicy. I mean, the few scenes of spice could be like up grandeur, but I don't think there's gonna be like a lot of it. I'm trying to add a lot of tension. There's a lot of things I'm doing with it. I'm really hoping that it's working. I don't know. We'll find out soon. And it is projected to come out at some point this year. That's all I'll say. Then the other thing I have to talk about very briefly is I do have a secret project. I'm hoping to get out this year as well. It will be towards the end of this year. I don't know when yet. I can talk about it briefly. I can talk about it a bit more in a few months. This project is going under a major underhaul because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it because I had come down to the realization of something I didn't really realize before, and now I'm like, oh my god, this is something I need to figure out what I'm doing, how I'm going to fix it, if I'm going to fix it, if I'm moving forward. There was a choice that I made that I can't go back from, and so I've got to figure it out. But that's a secret project. I'm really excited about it, but honestly, I can't talk to you like at all about it. That also being said, I went out and I bought a writing tablet. I know, crazy. Essentially, I want to do work in bed and other places. Also, like if I go to the library or something, I want something to take around with me, and my MacBook has officially decided it didn't want to work anymore, which is depressing. And so I bought a Samsung Tab. I also have a keyboard and stuff with it, and I'm obsessed. That is what I'm working on when it comes to writing for the majority of time. I also have a keyboard that I bought for my computer. I don't know why I'm showing this stuff off, but I am going to use when I'm working on writing. If I'm not working on writing, I don't use this. This is simply just for writing. I think that's everything I have for you. That's the fact I'm doing an April Rimo. If you want to do an April Rimo with me, let me know in the comments down below. I'm so excited about it. I will try to be doing some live streams in the morning as well. I can't promise anything. I'm just trying to get all the stuff pre-planned and pre-filmed so I can have a great writing month. For me, I think it's like 1,500 words a day or something like that is what is needed. 1,552 words is what is projected for me for a normal word count, with 10,864 words being the final number every single day. If I do have any time left over, I have already decided that I will be working on Secret Project because it needs to get done as well, and so I need to figure it out, and there could be a lot of planning involved, but my main goal every single day is to get these words in, because this is what we're working for. And I'm looking forward. I'm so excited. I've also started drawing and doing stuff so I can figure out the cover for the Muse. I'm so excited. There's so many fun things happening. It's a good time to be alive. That being said, I'll talk to you guys all very soon with another video soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.